Do you have a moment?
Yes!
What kind of game will it be this time? No matter what you bring out, we will...
You're making a grave mistake if you think you have me cornered. I only guided you here because this place allows me to...
Sis.
When my father died in the line of duty, I hated his killer from the bottom. Dying to uphold justice sounds virtuous. Can you imagine the hardships I had to endure?
Perhaps I had overestimated her. I thought her reasoning was...
She's lost control. This is wrong.
Justice cannot yield to evil.
This is nothing more than...
All we need to do to determine who is right. Now, why don't we begin?
What?
Is this?
A clash of brute strength is simply uncalled for on this stage.
What is she intending?
No more coins or playing games! We ain't following your damn rules!
Oh, you will. There is no room for negotiation. You will know soon enough.
What was that?
Now, come at me!
You'll save her, right?
All right, everyone. Be on alert!
May the best player win!
All right, let's do it! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona! To your Picaro!
There.
Persona! Not finish you. Persona! Okay.
Manifest!
May the best player win!
What the?
Now let us play a game of... Of course, acts of violence are forbidden.
We already told you. There's no way we're...
That's fine by me. Such troublesome...
There's a penalty for not spinning the roulette. What should we do? The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Got this. Let's go.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona! That's not right.
Ah, in that case it's time. Cheaters get punished.
Joker, are you alright? What? This is the penalty?
Those who cannot follow rules are not to be tolerated.
Joker, your health is low! Watch out! Witness my resolve! Ah! Persona! Let's go. It didn't work?
This is your penalty!
No, Queen's in danger!
Use this!
Thanks.
You will predict which pocket the ball... Now, the time has come for...
Mom is positive she's going to try and cheat. But you should go along with the game for now.
I agree.
Well, how will you bet? Have you made...
We lost. Let's keep watching her then.
May the best player win!
The stuff displayed on the monitor. That must mean the betting changes everything.
Plan.
All right,
Thank you! I appreciate it.
I'm grateful.
Hot four! My other cell! Persona! Okay.
Very well, time to... Well, how will you bet? Have you made your...
We lost. Really? See, you're right. It did. Let's catch her in the act so she can't talk or have someone snipe the pocket when that glass lid appears. You're in charge of choosing who's gonna...
Let us expose. Leave it to me. I won't.
I'll show as long...
Leave it to me. I'm on it.
May the best player win!
Super move! Ultra charge!
Persona!
No.
Cheaters get punished!
Joker, are you alright? Time for my persona! Me, yeah! The sniper is in their designated spot. All that's...
Very well, time to make your... Well? Hopefully your prediction... What?
Joker! What was that about fair and square? You were total... You coward! What are you so...
Shut up!
Sis?
being unfair! I am the law! I am every... If you still dare to defy my justice...
This is my sister. We're finally back to a normal fight.
What? The roulette?
Little punks!
She's way more powerful than before. Don't underestimate her.
It's time.
Damn it!
Witness my resolve! Ha! Persona! Anon, come!
Taste my wrath.
My justice has revealed...
You might be about
Who's
to use
next?
psychokinesis.
Persona! That's not right.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona! Ariadne Picaro! Blast off!
What was that? You missed? Hot forward! My other self! Ha! Persona! Feel my rage!
Manifest!
Queen!
Next up,
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona! White Rider!
Persona! Persona! Prepare yourself!
Persona!
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Queen!
Persona! Yuya Picaro! Kikui Hime! All right.
Persona! Persona!
And die!
He's on the ground! Cancel now! Joker, you're dizzy. It's gonna be hard to hit it with
Let's go.
anything.
Yuya Picaro! All right.
Persona!
Very helpful.
You'll get yours! Make him pay! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Persona!
should back off.
Stepping forward!
How about this? Behave yourself!
Who's next?
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything
Persona!
reckless.
Bianco! There.
Damn it!
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Time for my persona! Ha! Impossible! Persona! No holds barred! Persona! Behold! Ah!
My... Hate this!
Opponent down! Not good! I think she's about to strike us with electricity!
Stick to the plan. Persona! Kuya Picaro!
Thank you so much! Mona's sorry about that. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Persona! Switching it.
Let's do this!
Persona! Out of our way! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Persona! This is a part of me!
Hate this!
Let's go. North! Go down! Persona! Bam!
I'll use my persona! Persona! Okay. Come! How's this?
Only victory matters. No matter what happens here.
Persona! Ravager!
I will win!
Persona! No holds barred! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Persona! Picaro!
Alright. Sorry.
Thanks. Much obliged.
Woodman Persona! Eat this! Here!
Persona! Behold!
How about this?
Persona! Persona!
Enemy is tough, and electric attacks won't work on it.
Woodman Persona! Ha!
I'll use my persona! Take that! Come! This is a part of me! You gotta hit them!
I'm right. That's why I have to be the victor. Don't stand in the way of my victory!
I've been defeated! Can someone heal her?
What's the plan? Persona!
Alright. Thanks!
Thank you.
Persona! Let's rock! There!
Thank you. Persona! Persona! Ready for orders. Using this.
Die on my blade!
Persona! Bianco! There. Persona!
Using this!
Thank you so much. Persona! Feel my rage! The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless. Huh.
Die, die, die! Don't
Dodge
dodge
the
it!
enemy's attack.
Persona! Yuya Picaro!
Sorry!
Thanks. Much obliged.
Woodman Persona! Get wrecked!
I'll use my persona. Out of our way! Come!
Die on my blade!
Here I go. Speed up!
Come!
Thanks!
Thank you. Thank you so much. Persona!
Persona! Ariadne Piccolo! It's educational guidance.
What was that? You missed?
Persona! Bam!
Persona! Okay. Persona! Breakdown!
I just need to win!
Sis!
Die, die, die! Hurry and die!
Persona! Never mind. It's education.
Coward! Strong! Don't do anything
Persona!
reckless!
This one!
Thanks. I'm very grateful. I'll use my persona! Like this!
Winning is all that matters! Hurry and
You're
die!
vulnerable! Quick, use your special attack!
It's time.
The opponent is strong. Don't
Persona!
do anything reckless.
Maria Piccolo!
Okay.
Sorry!
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Ah!
Eat this!
Can't run from me. We ought to finish this. It's showtime. Pardon me. Bring it. Showtime. This is gonna hurt. Noir, leave it to me. Ready, set. Rest in peace. new skill. Let's try it out. Oh, look! A new move!
So I've lost.
Sis!
That's only a shadow. Why are you so...
Quiet!
Sorry.
We'll go grab the treasure.
Makoto?
I don't think it's wrong to bring light to evils which can't be judged by law. That's all the Phantom Thieves have been trying to do, too. But these aggressive investigations, twisting the truth for... Please. You have to think back to think about your justice, sis.
My justice.
Try to remember how you...
How?
Nijima-san. What caused them to change like...
Even though their own desires were the cause, is there another reason they don't know?
We found it.
The investigation will now be able to proceed. This deal we made was a great experience. To think that I, a detective, would act... By no means. This shall be the end of our... That was part of our promise.
Alright, we don't need to stay here any... Are you alright? I am. Huh? Enemy readings! When did they... They're gathering outside!
For real? What the hell's going on?
Those numbers.
This doesn't look good. We defeated the palace ruler and even stole the treasure, yet the shadows are... It doesn't make any sense. Let's go... There are more coming? This'll be dangerous if we don't do something! Huh? We need to go now. Those guys in black suits are almost here. We'll be done for if we get surrounded. A team this large would be discovered immediately. Although, we'll need someone to act as a decoy. No, that's too dangerous. Joker? Are you planning on distracting them by yourself?
Let him do it, Queen. He's quiet. Once his mind's made up, he's not gonna take no for an answer. I'm sure you ain't gonna die.
Please don't do anything reckless. I'll never forgive you if you don't make it back. We still haven't fulfilled our deal, remember? Even more are coming!
This truly is a painful...
It seems we had better...
We'll see you later.
There's someone here.
Hey, up there!
He's here. Move in immediately.
only
Stay calm. You will retrieve the... What? Don't worry about us. But I have to say, showing yourself above that crowd earlier was an excellent move. Nice work as always, Joker.
I bet Skull wouldn't pull it off that smooth.
There he is!
Just run! Okay, the enemy's focus is on him. Everyone remember where we're meeting up? No worries, I can guide you.
Stop right there!
Get away.
Take him down, Joker!
Another you that exists within. Ah, you have progressed well through your recollections. Now, use that power.
Comparing power levels. No threat. Your opponent is strong.
Persona!
Don't do anything reckless.
Go down.
Everyone else, head to positions. Use route B.
White Rider! Hold on. This isn't it. Let's see. This one. Persona! Using it. This'll hurt. Come. It's time. There. Persona! Something else. This'll hurt. Persona! That's not right. Huh? There!
Your fate will recall everything. Remember the bonds if you're fated to continue past this point.
Okay, pull out before their backup gets here. Good. More of them? Joker, behind you! Go! You should be able to get out.
Dude, can he even hear us?
Don't worry, I'm picking up every... Hmm? What the... I'm getting a weird... Come on, run!
I can feel it.
The intruder simply can't be found.
You're quick!
Wicked Ghost, I can't confirm the intruder's location.
Huh? What? All right.
Focus.
Joker, stop! It's an enemy! Even you can't take on this man. Huh? Joker, that weird reading from earlier. I'll end this right now. Joker, it's her! She's the weird reading I've been getting! My weak self relied on you so much. That ends today. Let's do this, Senpai! The enemy readings have decreased? That's... It's been a while since we last fought side by... But this time, it's...
Screw you!
Sona! Cerberus! There! Persona! This isn't it. Go ahead.
My turn now! Sondrion! Definitely! Too late to be sorry. I think that's... I genuinely have no clue what just happened. Wait, bad news. Please go. You still have something you need to do as a... Then I won't stop you, since I'm not a member of the Phantom Thieves. However, please Joker, you need... All right, let's do it!
Focus.
He's not alone. Find them and kill them all.
Something wrong? The exit should be up ahead.
You're there.
That's just how it is. After that commotion, the bottom floor's completely closed off. Hey, can you make it?
Over there. There's nowhere to run.
See ya.
show off. You're so reckless, you know that? Enemies here?
What's wrong?
These readings. It can't be.
What happened?
An ambush? Joker, can you handle this?
Joker!
Oh no!
Capture him! Let's go! Go, go, go! Let's go there!
Stop struggling! Suspect secured!
Didn't expect to find some kid. You have your teammate to thank for this. You were sold out.
Suspect confirmed. Cuff him.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor, sign Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even...
I'm calling because I knew...
I will not be convinced unless I confirm this is my...
I won't be expect...
Prosecutor, your time will be cut short. We can't permit you... It's for your own. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know...
I understand.
Well done. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous... The effects of that drug are gonna wear off. This is your golden opportunity. You must grab... The evil influence who wishes you dead is... If you want to win this unreason... If you wish to take back... Recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you.
Ha 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 ha.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the... I still can't believe it. But I now have a general... There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time... I do have a Care to strike a deal? If... I have a responsibility to solve this case. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or... Going forward, I will read a list of people who are close to... Tell me honestly whether or not the following... First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin. One of the victims of the Kamoshida... Ichiryusai Madarame... The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of... And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy. Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom... So you won't sell out your friends. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have... Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged... Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not light. You had the cooperation of people outside your group. Can you tell me about them? So you won't speak a word about either your teammate... Do you even understand? Let's discuss one other person. There are reports that he was acting... Might he be a part of your... So Goro Akechi wasn't one. So be it. You clearly... Even now, you're still acting as... Your teammates have sacrificed you in order... Why won't you talk about them? Don't be ridiculous. You're... Justice? Then tell me, what is this? Sticking to the right... That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fair... But many people have fallen victim to this. The truth, huh? I don't... After all... Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able... Huh? What are you getting? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be received. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room. Good. It looks like we can make this work.
Hey. Hey, are you li- Our time's up. Goodbye. Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. Anyhow, there's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught, but that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been?
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion, we'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things... You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it... What's so important? Are you going to unlock it and...
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you. I'm talking about the true culprit.
Hey! What are you trying to get? And what about the traitor?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the...
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to... What? Oh my God. You're referring to him. What are you plotting? I can't even begin... But it appears my time is up. This will be my last Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so And that honest look in your eyes. I'll place... I just need to show him the phone, right?
Thou
All right. All right.
I'll be going. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was... How did you get a...
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit.
They assigned you.
That was a joke, of course. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated. Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the...
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Size. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick...
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the I need you to be clear with me. Who... Oh my God. You're
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse... What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great... Good luck in there.
Foolish woman. May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you...
I owe you for all of this. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan. And now it will be... Your popularity truly was quite... That just made using you... Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Hmm?
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only end. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident one.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge the...
No chance. They're nothing but... I will keep my eye on them,
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death.
Make sure to kill that strange cat.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about.
More importantly, they should be dealing with this. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need you.
I must be prepared to deal with it beyond that. What?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
Even me. God damn it. Shh.
What was all that about, showing him this... The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is it?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice.
How do they know I
Goro Akechi, he didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom, he came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to...
Don't trust the guard either. Now then, I'll tell you details. You must save him.
You want me to...
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here?
Did anyone else stop? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for...
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true.
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things and...
You?
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here.
And now we return to our... The police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. Have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise to think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It'd be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was aided. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous... How might you be capable of Well then, let us rouse...
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right... There... One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough. I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible. I didn't say it was That's perfect. Don't worry. I'll tell you the...
This is gonna be...
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems this game is not over yet. There are still things...
Don't fall asleep until we... Are you listening?
Are you listening? Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of... Futaga's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it.
It's on a completely different level.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thief. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the...
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think he may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but...
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just... Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down.
No. Akechi is merely a tool. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the...
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even...
But what means do we have of learn...
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that master... eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go.
But if we go into the palace like we're told...
Palace? Actually, there's some... Aha! We can use the... What's this? There's a way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity. Really?
You gotta be kidding me.
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let that is, inside? Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while. Yeah, It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can
Leader, the Phantom Thief. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation.
I'm sorry. A few things at work.
Waiting upstairs. Go tell him to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're... her...
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that...
it's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn...
Look who's here.
Hey, you...
How've you been? You must be fine if you're joking.
It truly is a relief.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you... Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told. I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave...
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what...
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves. What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone...
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one...
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply... We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed...
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the... In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't... so what was this...
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean...
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry.
Oh, our apologies. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way...
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was... That said, we weren't so naive to overlook. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was my heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act! After a few days of listening, this confirmed his
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide. Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with...
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate...
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely.
He's no ace detective.
On top of that, there's someone with great authority. That's why we had to make a move before.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our lead.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had...
What condition?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like...
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but... Yeah, it's good we have...
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her...
I did have a bit of a ride, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both. We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from...
I'm sorry. There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced that they looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shack. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying as a result. Even though we managed to grab the... Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand, and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be...
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected,
him getting captured by the police?
And I had been interrogating him with... But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's
All I needed were the coordinates.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well. I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that.
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never... That persuasion was easy. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Then it truly was a do-or-die situation? Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risk.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to...
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the
Yes. Plus, you had...
This is stunning. All I can really do...
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually... And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during...
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks...
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, the callous use of violence... If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell... I'm truly...
It still freaked me out when...
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated. To avoid... Even with that, I couldn't help but...
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree...
Can it?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for that. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. Very well. From here forward, you saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let's take a break for now, though. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just...
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if... It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a...
Let us accept his offer.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct?
No, not more importantly. You've done...
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be more...
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves'
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the election.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a...
All possible hindrances are now gone.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting...
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can
Have you figured out who's behind all...
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido?
He is unmistakably a man of power if he...
Shido? Could it...
I believe he's a politician. Remember Ryuji?
For real?
It's certainly possible that
Huh?
Do you have...
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous... On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just... We'll make him have a change of heart. Mom.
Shido.
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was from the moment Wakaba died. But there wasn't anything I could do.
Why didn't you say that?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if he would have just killed all of you, no doubt.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding... So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data. Boss was one of those parts. I would never have imagined all of this. Mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns...
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes
This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult.
We gotta expose that!
Yeah. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of thing? I always think of dirty money and shady action.
What does he do? And where?
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent.
Talk about...
Perhaps it's the diet building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi. No need to waste time with him. We just... Nobody against?
Of course.
He will be a word.
Let's win. Time for revenge. Then it's you.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the meta.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet.
That reminds me. What are you gonna do about school?
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be...
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of his... Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro a catch. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable...
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves, our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of he'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff.
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured in a...
But the true battle. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, as in...
These people tried to trap and kill us. We will need to be prepared for it.
I finally made it this far.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal...
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted your... If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased...
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psych... And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had...
It's because I sympathized with your... I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake...
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled... I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome...
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just...
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. After all, we had an active...
Astounding, isn't it? He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so...
This country's... The political world is filled with old men, who only the general public has forsaken.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such those who get in the way must be eliminated at times.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous death, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turned psychotic, and solve... And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remained. Once I gained public sentiment, the police were no exception. With them...
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things...
And they were just brats once we looked.
When you told me that, I knew then that you would...
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectation. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Even the government parties have begun splitting up. And they're... The time has finally come. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's whenever I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only...
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideal, and for that, that is my duty. Your assistance has been very influential in making when I become Prime Minister.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country. Perhaps even surely my story will be passed down as a hero. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age...
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, How do I put this?
Well then.
I can see it. I'll just add this.